Hello, Stonerds of the world, and welcome to another Stonerds Gaming. I am apparently coming through in a lot of different volumes, so we're going to try to figure out why that is and get that taken care of.
A lot of different volumes here, a lot of different densities, a lot of different masses.
It seems like it might be coming through Discord. Let's see. Hello. No, it's not coming through Discord, so it's not Discord that I'm getting an echo. And it might be my headphones. But
That would be
I don't
nice.
think so. Hello. No, see, it's still
Hello.
coming through without my headphones on. So we know it's
Do I
not the
take
headphones.
Take this offline?
No. It'll be 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
It's clearly something's open that shouldn't be open. That's ringing through. Oh, maybe it's my properties. See, maybe it's just this. Hello. Maybe if I turn down this. Okay, now it's not so bad. Oh no, now it still picks me up. But I'm gonna turn down that. Okay, how about now? You talk.
Turn down for what?
Okay, so I think we're getting a little bit better, and we'll be okay from here. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right, sorry everybody. This is typical Stonerds technical difficulties. This is what
Just
you
getting
get.
them knocked out right off the top so that we don't have them later in the stream when we're on some edge of the seat action. Joined again by myself, Ty OG, and Buddy Scott. And we don't have our good friend Battlefield General with us today, it looks like.
Not no, it doesn't seem like it seems like he's away. So well,
no special guest, but of course we're joined by the special guest of all the ghosts of the disappointed fans of Game of Thrones as we settle into our online Grow Up Mondays. Are you excited, Scott?
Yeah. I'm I don't know. I'm a little
As I said, haunted by the ghosts of the Game of Thrones fans.
I really do like I feel like Game of Thrones was great. I ended up being really happy with how it ended up ending. But I'm sad still.
And just with that little taste, what are you smoking today, Scott?
Mother's milk. It's a sativa dominant hybrid.
Okay, that was an extended toke break as I got my way back to. Okay, so Mother's Milk, very appropriate for again Game of Thrones finale. We have the Khaleesi, Misa. Yeah, so why don't you jump on the game and we'll get started.
Well,
and
here, I'm just gonna read up the. I guess I can load the game up, eh?
I think that would be a good idea, but it's up to you.
So Battlefield's not gonna come in, it seems. Are you ready?
You can always join midstream.
That's
he's
true.
added you as a friend, just like we all encourage you all at home to add us as friends. So at any time, you can see what we're up to. You can jump in, even if you're not Battlefield. We are joined by returning international mystery men, Essence Flux, back to take over the world secretly with Indonesia from the bottom of the map.
Why can't we go without Battlefield?
Change him to a computer.
How do I do that?
Click on his.
Just hit kick player?
There's no way to change to CPU?
No.
Okay, then.
But, yeah, it just says swap. Swap to this player.
Yeah. Or no? Okay, so I guess kick player, and he can join back in if he's around.
I feel bad doing this. Who was Cheesecake?
Cheesecake must be
Connected
someone
and
new.
disconnected. All right. Well, I'm sorry, Battlefield. It's unless you're coming in. No, you're no longer online anymore. So
you could always jump in.
I'm gonna kick him. And
right.
ready. Oh.
Ready to go. The countdown is on.
And I'm going to pull up Mother's Milk Strain. It is
all right.
sativa dominant. I'm just gonna
That should be a name for a stream, Sediva.
Sediva.
It would be what you give,
God.
like,
It's
a share after she does a concert. Okay, so while Scott pulls up.
It's a sativa-dominant hybrid of Nepali, OG, and Appalachia. This potent strain smells of powdered milk and delicate earthy terpenes, and is layered in a coat of sparkling trichomes. Its effects possess tranquil sedation that is also heady and functional, lending itself to either activity or relaxation. Indulge in mother's milk to help curb minor physical pain, muscle spasms, and depression.
And tell us, Scott, what does powdered milk smell like?
Well, it does smell like that. Is one of the crazy things about this is the first thing you smell when you like get a whiff of it is like a powdery milk smell. It's really potent of it too.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I would be able to tell you what powder, unless it was like spoiling milk. I don't know what I'd be able to tell you what milk smelled like.
It's kind of a little bit more soury.
Oh, okay. Okay, so as we load up, Scott, you are happy with the finale, but also sad.
That it's, well, one, I'm sad that it's here.
Sad that it's here, absolutely. We started this journey a long, long time ago.
I also did feel like there were some moments in this that were very, what's the word I'm looking for? Done to appease the masses almost. Like, really fan servicey.
Fan service moments. And I also had some issues with some moments. But why don't we get into it? What are your nitpicks? Some nits.
I'm actually kind of surprised that somebody has, like, at least I haven't heard anybody say this, because it was one of the first things that came up, but when I was watching this with my girlfriend, and like, she had mentioned it and I had talked her back, so I just thought that this was going to be a general topic of discussion, so I want to kind of get into this right away. And this was about Brienne writing down the... Oh, I don't have the timer on here now.
Brienne's writing down the timer?
No, right now. In the game, I mean, there's no clock timer. That's not going to be good.
Oh. Weird. What happened?
I guess it went away. I didn't set it or something. Oh, well. But...
Absolutely. Oh, well, we're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, we see Brienne writing Jaime's story. And it kind of ends up feeling like that this was, like, Brienne's purpose was to write Jaime's story.
Well, no,
but I know. How I saw it was that she saw Jaime's story ends with him being like a kingslayer and all that, and just she wanted to write at least a good story for him. And then at the end, she slams the book shut, and like almost like it was a tough thing to do either way.
Right, and you do remember what this is a callback to, right? Like what book we're seeing and that kind of thing. There's a lot of, in the early seasons, it's hard to remember now, but that's the record of all the Knights of the Kingsguard.
Okay.
And when Jaime himself was the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, he was responsible for filling out the entries, and especially when one of Tommen's King Guards passed away, he had to write it out. So there was a lot of questioning of Jaime, thinking, "Oh, what is my story going to be?"
Yeah.
So it is. I think we're kind of seeing two things here. We're both seeing that Brienne is the new the new Lord Commander of the Kingsguard. And then, of course, then it would be her duty to fill it. So I think it's with Brienne. I don't think that's her purpose in this story, but I think with her as the new Lord Commander, it's her job to finish the book on it, right?
Right.
So yeah, I don't think I took it this. And then there's two books really in this one. One is a follow-up to the Registry of the Knights of the Kingsguard. But then the other is the actual book, Song of Ice and Fire, that we read, that we were following along with. So what do you think of that, where we have Sam helping finish the Song of Ice and Fire novel?
Again, see, that's the fan servicey part that I was kind of talking about.
And it was a long known theory that Sam would be writing that, and I guess we didn't even actually have Sam writing it. It was one of the maesters with Sam's help. But I do think it's something we had to see. There's a lot of focus.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry,
I just don't know where I'm gonna put a city. That's all.
Oh.
I'm running low on areas to place.
I do see the timer's back again.
Oh, it is. Good. This is my... Skip.
So, yeah, I do think... you know, I like to see that. I do have some nitpicks myself, and my major nitpick is the last couple, I guess the last scene or 3 scenes where we flip rapidly back and forth between Jon's purpose in the Night's Watch, Sansa reigning as the Queen of the North, and Arya setting a sail. You know, we get rapid shots as they each kind of embark on their new journeys.
Right.
But I don't really feel like this was the story of the 3 remaining Stark siblings. I know we did get to see some follow-up where the new small council and, you know, everything kind of... I do like that everything is as it was. But if we were going to see flashes of people starting their new life, I would have wanted to see all... I would have liked to see it broaden out. Davos, I don't know, doing something dramatically, and, you know, all the different point of view characters. Because really, that's the point of this, right? It's not just the story of the Starks. It's the story of the whole...
But it really was the story of the Starks. It all kind of always was, and I think that's why we started in Winterfell.
Okay.
Like, and we really were following Ned from the beginning.
We were following the Stark siblings, but I think, you know, especially reading that tome between, you know, where it switches to Brienne, we get the Dorne chapters and everything. It really is the story of how every single person kind of, if anything, it was the story of the Starks and the Lannisters. And Tyrion didn't get his moment in the sun in that final thing.
True.
I think it is, though, safe to say the Starks did win the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like, Tyrion is kind of, you know, the rest of the Lannisters are destroyed. Tyrion's in a place of power, but kind of where he doesn't want to be. And then we have, who would have guessed it? I don't know how it's gotten us this long to talk about it. Bran the Broken, King of the 6 Kingdoms.
Bran the Broken. I think the best moment of that whole entire thing is, why did you think I came all this way?
Yeah. Bran dickish to the end, and there's something I did pick up on was Tyrion compliments him on his, you know, medieval wheelchair. Yeah. And he said, "Oh, this was a couple episodes ago, and it was, oh, this is an exact copy of the one used by whatever emperor." And when you think about it, he does have the knowledge of all the emperors of Westeros combined.
Right.
So I think we could do worse, but I have to say...
No, I think he was the best. Like, I think I fell for the red herring of Gendry.
Right.
I feel like a few people fell for the red herring of democracy.
And that was addressed quite
and that's
hilariously.
what I was about to say. I feel like all these things were well, the Gendry wasn't addressed so much, but the democracy was.
Right. And I also personally suspected, coming into this, that there really was no other option than Jon Snow. But with all this fretting about who has the best claim, I guess they broke the wheel by saying, "Oh, no one needs a claim to it anymore. We just kind of decide." It is kind of a oligopoly,
right? I think it was the right move.
I think so too. I think it is funny that from long before the TV show, what I have on paper is Daenerys will not win the Game of Thrones, and my reasoning was that she's sterile, and that we really don't want another War of Succession, however many years in the future.
And
they don't have a.
They completely go that way.
They support my prediction that Daenerys will not be on the Iron Throne, but in a way where I could not be more wrong for the reasons.
What am I gonna build?
And so if you're just tuning in, if you missed us last week, on Saturday, on the First Toke Saturdays, we were playing. It was originally a full house. Now we're just down to the 3. But my original kingdom of Korea was destroyed, and I moved over to one where someone disconnected. I've taken Brazil. So I hope, and I did notice that Pizzle sent us a message on Discord, which we'd recommend you all do. So I hope I haven't taken his Brazil. I hope he was someone else.
Oh, but he was Brazil, I think. But again, he's not, like, that was on yesterday at 6:27 a.m. So.
Oh, okay.
So like, don't worry about that so much. I messaged
but
back,
still.
but I messaged. No, I just mean I messaged back. I mean, just don't worry so much of like if you did take his country. I feel like it was nice, and I appreciate that he told us what happened and that he didn't just bail on us. Not that mattered, like, but I do appreciate it. It's awesome.
For sure. But so I am in my second country now. Really angry at the Aztecs, who kind of hunted me down for a while. But then our good friend Battlefields came hard at them, took them out. That's playing as it's the AI now, but it's Russia. He's unfriendly towards me, which was not Battlefield's opinion.
Oh, he's unfriendly towards me too. Oh no, he's friendly now towards me.
Must be nice. It must be nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're just continuing. I'm kind of in between a rock and a hard place. Kind of pivoted this to make it military to try and survive. I was surviving, but not thriving. So kind of rebuilding from the ashes. What are you up to over there, civilization-wise?
Not much.
Not much. Okay.
I'm just trying to make friends with China. I think
Aren't
that
we
was
all?
a bad deal I did, but whatever. That's typical. That's typical deal when you're dealing with China. Apparently.
Wow.
I said apparently.
Now the efforts to make friends with them has gone terribly sour.
And we just skipped because I fucked up and ran out of time. I'm talking too much.
And I tell him that every single day. Still doesn't realize until now. What a guy. What a guy. So, let's visit each of the character endings. We have Braun as the new Master of Coins. What do you think?
Well, I thought that was hilarious. Appropriate that somebody who was the poorest person but the most, like, he'll take any deal for the money type thing is, of course, the one with the most money at the end.
Right.
And I also found it very, like, appropriate that there was the struggle of between him and Sam about the brothels, and of course he would want to put brothels in there, and of course Sam would think, like, it's just hilarious that's where, like, that's how, like, that's where money is spent, and that's how it works and shit like that.
Same as it ever was, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the lesson of the whole thing. Is it always is going to be the same. So yeah, we have the small council. We don't have a new Master of Whispers. We don't have a new. I can't remember what the other two positions were. I think that's just a reflection on the show as opposed to the books. Because they didn't have anyone left who was good at spying besides Tyrion really wasn't. Varys is dead, so they're just like, oh, we have to find someone. That'll never happen in the books. He'll have characters for everything.
Yeah.
Um, continuing on in that scene, what do we think of Sam as the new Archmaester?
Well, obviously, who else would be it? Like, the only other person who would be able to fight for that job better than Sam is the king.
That's true, but we do hear Sam say, "Oh, I helped this maester finish it." So there's other maesters, doing that work.
But I just mean who's been more in touch at this point with all the stuff that's going on. Like, he's clearly the maester that's been on the fields and has the most experience and has made the relationships with everybody.
But maesters aren't permitted to have families. So do we think we're seeing Sam still protecting Gilly and Little Rob?
No. Because why would he? The king knows everything.
Right.
Who's he?
Can't see the future except for in bursts.
But it doesn't matter. He can see the present. He can see what's going on. No matter what, he can see what's going on, and he knows that there's Gilly and and the baby.
And so, when this all actually breaks down, do we think that Bran is the most evil character in Game of Thrones? Like, we have Doctor Strange. I'll go back to Avengers Endgame. We have Doctor Strange being like, oh, I've seen 300 eventualities, and there's only one in which we succeed. And that's why he gives all that kind of stuff. Do we think that every little weird thing Bran did and everything he didn't all was to lead the ruler of the Six Kingdoms? This could all have been his grand master plan.
I think so. Well, not right away. I think it might have been once he became the Three-Eyed Raven.
Three-Eyed Raven.
But no matter what, I feel like he is the most deserving, in the all sense of like all the hardships that he had to go through.
You think about it, this Three-Eyed Raven. He's like, I'm not Bran anymore. Oh, I also don't think that we should be choosing who's the king based on who has to go through the most hardship.
No, but by the hardships that he's gone through is what makes him, like, he gained the most.
He did gain the most knowledge, but we have, like, Bran telling Jon, like, manipulating for Jon. Really, when you think, and we hear the Three-Eyed Raven say, oh, I'm not Bran, over and over again. Is this not, like, the story of how, like, a malevolent alien took over the Three Kingdoms?
I don't know.
I was thinking about this. Like, we don't have the White Walkers, but like the Three-Eyed Raven, as we hear, not Bran, is a like not human kind of force. It kind of sits outside of time. And think about all. I know we say, "Oh, Bran did nothing," but think about all Bran did. Where at the right moment he whispered to Sam to let Jon know. If Jon doesn't find out that he's the bastard son of a Targaryen and has a better claim to the throne, Daenerys maybe doesn't have that. And that was Bran's decision of when to do that, to let him know.
Oh, I know.
So when you think about it, pretty dark.
Yep.
Okay, what do we think about... Brienne is the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, yes?
Yes. And, like, again, what other knight has been through as much hardship, like, through as much of the wars? I guess she wasn't in the main battle, the last battle, which is right, I guess. All the more the fact that
she kind of arrived. It was kind of a motley assortment of people deciding who the new king was going to be. Are you still?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm also trying to like decide my moves at the same time, and this has been really difficult. This weed is really potent.
Really potent. What was it again?
Mother's milk.
Mother's
It's
milk.
sedative, but it's also like a mind fuck too. And it makes you focus, but at the same time,
Nah.
not. Hmm. What am I gonna do? Let's build monument.
And to that point, do we also like Pod as a member of the Kingsguard?
Yeah, why not? He's earned it.
I don't feel like we've ever heard that Pod's like really a fighter. He's been in battles as a squire, but do we know that like Pod is one of the 7 best knights in the kingdom?
I guess. Brienne is definitely one though.
Plus, the Kingsguard vows to be celibate, and Pod, as we know, has some gifts now that are going to the waste.
Has some gifts that are going to what?
To waste.
Oh, really?
You remember Pod, the thing about Pod, right?
He has a big dick?
And like in the brothel, all the prostitutes were volunteering, were trying to sleep with him.
Oh.
Yeah, so definitely a thing there. I don't remember what that season is, but it's definitely hung over Pod's head, pun intended.
Eh. Oh shit! I forgot to hit next turn. Oh,
It's okay.
and I still.
2 people still have to go.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! In King's Landing. What do we think of the North deciding to not be part of?
Cheap. It's like your brother is like it's still a Stark. You can totally kneel to a Stark.
Agreed. She just did not want to. Sansa's strong United 7 Kingdoms policy finally pays off. And especially where we have Yara kind of being belligerent and saying, "Oh, we love Daenerys." It seems like there should have been more fight. I do think that this decision making, I know at the end, really they're going to end on like a long council to decide what's going to happen. It seems pretty weak, but I do think a lot of that decision making would have been much more difficult. Although maybe we're in kind of a post 9/11 phase, right? Like millions of people have died all instant, or probably hundreds of thousands of people have died all instantly. Maybe we're just like everyone's that deep into shell shock. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Something to think about. Now, 3 spin-offs planned for Game of Thrones. Will you be watching?
Depends.
Depends on what.
Well, the first one's the Night's Watch, so I'll give that one a try.
The Long Night, I believe.
Oh, the Long Night. But yeah, no, it's about the Night's Watchman. The Night's Watch, or whatever.
Right.
And I'm
thousands of years before our current Game of Thrones.
and I feel like I'm gonna give that one a try, but I'm not as excited about this one. I feel like this one's gonna have a lot more just action and going after like wildlings and shit like that.
Right. Okay, and so the other 2 we don't know what they're about. What would you like to see?
I don't know. Something. I guess since he's got this Targaryen stuff and that, I'd like to see just something from one of those times.
Okay, so you want to go. What about a direct Arya sequel? follow Arya across the Western Sea, presumably to their version of Mexico, or of not Mexico, but America. So we might see kind of it would still be an adventure type of thing, probably more mysticism. I don't know, maybe kind of a Marco Polo vibe. Explore more in Westeros. What do you say?
I feel like they're not gonna be able to get any, like, I don't know.
William, like she can do whatever she wants, but has she? Does she?
She seems the most into it, so it does seem like they could
I
have
know.
Arya do something, but I feel like they would
the
leave.
best like shape-shifting assassin, exploring kind of like I say, maybe like a twisted take on like colonial America.
Yeah.
Pre-colonial. I don't know. I'd be into it. Or maybe not. Maybe put more of a, like I say, a Marco Polo vibe. Maybe have it like be like a massive kind of equivalent of a Chinese empire that we're seeing a journey into. Marco Polo got swept up in all these politics between the Mongols and the Chinese. So just as we're doing right now in our civilization.
I just mapped out China. They're pretty decent.
Pretty decent, says Scott about China. Has your seal of approval. Okay, I can't build that. So what am I going to build?
Oh, I thought I got a promotion, but I guess not. Choose production. What city is this? Shit. I guess I'll do a holy site.
So do we think, what do we like about Grey Worm's ending? Grey Worm boarding a ship going to Karth, home of Missandei.
Meh.
Meh?
Yeah. I never liked Grey Worm, so.
Wow, coming out hard against Grey Worm.
I'm sorry. I always was Dany's villain.
Really?
Yeah. She won me over a little bit around like but still, to me it was always supposed to be while all the politics are going on. It doesn't matter. You have ice and fire coming at you.
Right. That's fair. Now there's a lot of talk. Have you seen this stuff about the water bottle in the finale?
Apparently.
Right. So there's a water bottle in the finale. A lot of people are complaining about that inaccuracy. I've spotted something much worse. I don't think it's getting talked about at all. I didn't actually spot it. It was reported to me by my brother who was watching with me. Some of those, I think it was a major mistake to put the Undying in those quilted pants, but some of those Undaunted definitely had bulges. Definitely, we saw right when we saw the Undaunted standing together. We got a quick kind of shot, waist down, no doubt, bulge. So a little bit, you could have edited it out. And anachronism. But I think.
I'm wondering. I was wondering why this was even a problem, but yeah, they're supposed to be eunuchs.
Yeah, all the Undaunted are eunuchs.
Yep.
Exactly. Unsullied. I've been saying Undaunted.
Unsullied.
That's from something else. Yeah. But yeah. Exactly. My screw up. Anyways, so Scott's negative on Grey Worm. I think if you have him around, maybe that's the right thing to do. I was a little bit more excited to see the Unsullied remain in Westeros. I know it didn't quite make sense. Oh, we have land in the Reach. You guys settle down, and then slowly die out. Right? They can't have kids. I guess they could really. That would be a good idea too. How many orphans are left after the end of these wars? Have Unsullied settle down, adopt kids, kind of like start a land in the Reach. Another missed opportunity.
Another missed opportunity.
Because they themselves were stolen or sold by their parents, so they grew up with no parents. Having them kind of like a, yeah. But I did like them going to Karth, to the home of Missandei. I wonder if they're going to be welcomed there. Maybe after they free them, but it does seem like it's pretty scary to have there's just like a boat of mercenaries like sail up, no explanation, to start protecting you.
Yep. Sorry, I'm zoned out. I just took a hit and it really hit me hard.
That's why they call it a hit, I assume. So, we saw. I'm working my way backwards through the episode. What do we think of the way Daenerys died?
Weak.
Weak, pronounces
Weak
Scott.
sauce. Weak sauce. That's why I'm upset about Grey Worm. I felt like there at least had to have been the fight between Jon and Grey Worm to get to Daenerys or something.
Oh, and actually, sorry, that reminds me. I wanted to go back while we were talking about the Unsullied. One thing that really did kind of, I guess we did have the scene where Grey Worm was pronounced the Master of Worm. Master of Worm.
I'm liking that. Master of Worm.
The Master of Worm, right before Daenerys' assassination. But we didn't get even any acknowledgement of the Dothraki. Like we have, the Unsullied won't let you do that, and like, do we want to risk a war with the Unsullied? Doesn't it seem more likely that we would be having that from the Dothraki? I know it's not like the Unsullied are like a proud people. But the Dothraki, you have all these, like this, we didn't see them kind of leave on boats or anything. They were there attacking. So what's going to happen with them? Any ideas at all?
No.
Nothing about the Dothraki.
I think they're just gonna go and continue attack, like raiding and pillaging. They have no leader anymore. What's the Dothrakis gonna do?
Their tribes, though, I'm sure have like a leader structure for when they lose their leader. They can pick another one.
No, I'm okay. Sorry, just 1 second. I'm just gonna finish this turn and then.
Absolutely. So, I'll talk more about.
Yeah. Go ahead. Talk away.
More about that idea. I do feel like early on in the books, a lot of this is like, how are we going to manage the Dothraki? We have points of pride and that kind of stuff. And Daenerys, if she shows weakness, her troops might rebel against her. So yeah, I'm wondering how this is going to work out in the books. And I'm sure that we're going to see the same ending. I'm sure we'll see Bran the Broken, and I'm sure we'll see Daenerys torching King Landing and the death of Daenerys. I'm sure it'll look a lot different, though. And I think one thing we're going to get is a lot more from Bran's point of view that doesn't make him seem quite so out of it right now. because that's kind of what the opinion of Brand has been all this time. He's kind of out of it. He's not really involved in what's going on. But I think it's kind of, we're supposed to now, I think, have seen that his mind is on much bigger things. But again, this three-eyed raven really could have been like an extra dimensional invader that's taken over the seven kingdoms now.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah.
And that'd be a cool little story about that as well.
Absolutely. You really can't. But and then, I guess the thing is at least he can't have a kid, and that kid won't inherit. So, although the three-eyed raven doesn't reproduce that way either, so who knows? I'm very stuck on this idea, as you can tell.
Yep. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay, stuff going on Buddy Scott's side. While he goes, I'll tell you, this stream has been brought to you by HBO's Game of Thrones. Not in that they provided, just in that they've provided us with endless things to talk about. We should all keep that in mind when we're signing petitions. So, I guess we're kind of going to move out of the episode, and I'll talk about new video game news. Sorry about that. The Epic Store is having its sale right now. I don't know if you guys know, I don't use Epic very often, but big sale, getting out in front of the Steam Summer Sale, which is a good idea. Although June might have been better, just in terms of people getting off school, that kind of stuff. Welcome back.
Hi. That
What?
was it was just okay.
What?
Nothing. It was just ridiculous. It was nothing. Oh no. Fuck.
Okay.
No, I just fucked up everything. Ah. There we go. Alright, I've got to figure out what to build. I got a campus. We're going to build commercial hub. Because I'm making money.
I'm not going to get a standard age next turn. I'll be in a dark age.
Oh, poor
I
Thai.
know. Or Brazil.
I need
15.
Oh, we're 9 turns. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a golden age, but I'm gonna get a normal age again.
Normal age again. And you know what? Just like in music, I'd rather be a 3 or a 9 than a 6 or a 7. So it looks like this time I'm gonna be a 3. Oh, International Man of Mystery Essence Flux has invited me, offered to open what am I trying to say? An embassy in my capital. It's like everyone's getting along now. All had to happen is the vast majority of the human players had to quit. So, anything on your video game radar, Scott?
Ooh, I get a knight. I've got a knight.
Wow.
I like knights.
We have Sir Brienne.
Anything on my video game radar? No. But on my music radar, I've been going crazy in regards to DJ Khaled's new album. I found that really
and DJ Khaled has a new album.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear a name shouted a lot of times, you know where to go. And what's it called?
Father of Assad.
Father of Assad. And does DJ Khaled have a son named Assad?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. And so what's your review of it?
Ooh, I don't like this
You've
one.
been going crazy on it. It's got to be good. What is it? 10?
Like an 8.
8.
There's some songs that are really, really, really good on it, but overall, an 8.
And what are the singles you should check out if you're thinking about giving it a look?
Just Us. Top Off. Just Us is with SZA.
Okay.
And Top Off is with Jay-Z, Future, and Beyonce. Those two are ones that I've had on repeat a bunch.
Great names. Great artists.
Yep.
SZA's from Wu-Tang Clan?
No. I don't think
No.
so. No, just she's some girl that's.
Oh, never mind.
She's the girl that's looked up to Wu-Tang Clan.
I see.
I'm pretty sure. You can't put me on the spot though. Like I know that much though, but still. Don't try to throw too much shit onto me.
I can put you on the spot. Don't worry. All right, waiting for the Stonerds. Oh, please wait. I haven't listened to a new album this week. Portrait, I want to say, picture maybe, by Louis Del Mar.
Okay.
It's either portrait or picture, and then in brackets, masterpiece. Definitely recommend checking it out. Starts a great playlist on Spotify. And what more can you ask for than that?
What more can you ask for? Diplomatic services. Production. What else can I build here? Like, fuck.
It's a good question. What else could he build here?
Like, fuck.
Things are not going well in my turn. Not that they're going poorly, but I just don't have any path to victory that I can see. Whoa. No waiting on the Stonerds.
Of course you're waiting on the Stonerds.
I said no anymore. I've canceled my turn to come back and ask you to not settle too close to me, you jerk. You jerk.
You're joking.
What?
You're gonna send me a warning for settling there? Where else do you think I can settle? I didn't settle up. I didn't settle up more north, so you could at least go between Tayo and.
To my old city that got destroyed. You've thoughtfully left me the base of my old city that got destroyed.
Oh, that's.
Gee, what an ally.
See? I didn't even realize that's what it was. Because I was going that way.
Oh my goodness.
But then it was too much loyalty points.
Oh, I see. So it was nothing about kindness or the warmth of your heart.
No. I don't know why you would think that.
I don't know. I just thought, you'd had enough of mother's milk. You would be a kind person.
I'm so slow. This is your strategy. Get me talking so that.
Yeah, my strategy is that we host a Twitch stream together. Genius of me.
I know, this is the only way you can beat me.
To insist the people at home will not just want to look at your grimacing face in silence.
Yeah, I know, I don't talk that much. I usually get too stoned. Taking these big hits.
Mm-hmm. He does it all for you, folks.
Well, not big hits. I don't know, it's just because I've been smoking all day.
I see.
I don't know which one to go with. This is... I don't have a campus here. Yes.
Who's light blue? Russia. Russia, get your scout out of there.
Where is the settler? There. Okay, I'm gonna build a settler. Ah, shit, that's not. Like, where do I got?
Not too close to me. I'll warn you again. Don't think I won't. So I know there was a lot of Jamie is still alive truthism out there on the internet because Nikolaj called Coster-Waldau didn't get the end press that most people do after they die. So did you like that we got the brief glimpse of Cersei and Jamie's corpses?
No. Well, I didn't mind it. I just felt like we spent, like, that was such a long amount of time to get to it.
I think, though, it was more about Tyrion than what it was.
I understand,
Do you
but
not?
still, it was just so long of a journey, like, of the time that we had for that episode to just walk there.
Definitely, and kind of pull away the rocks. It did take a while. They could have, in theory, made this episode as long as they wanted. So it's clear they want, it was important for us to get inside of Tyrion's head before he made that decision. But I do see it was a trap. His can only take shorter steps.
Wow. 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 Is all I gotta say.
That's right. Renaissance era ends in 4 chapters.
Well, I think I know what my problem is. Let's see this.
Oh. This is my first time eating China? That's crazy.
Let's try this. Okay, we're gonna try this for a second.
Okay. What? But you're weird. You're like over loud. No, over loud.
No, alright. Cool. So no, it is the... It's weird. Okay.
What was that?
I don't know. So something's... Maybe it's my... I don't know. I'll figure it out. Whatevs.
Okay. You heard it here first. Whatevs. I do think it was important for us, though, to see... If you're going to kill 2 characters by dropping rocks on them, you don't want to leave everyone... You don't want to leave everyone to suspect, oh, maybe they did escape through that cedar passage and go to Karth. Or wherever it was they were going.
No, agreed.
But I did love that last kind of... Right before Daenerys' last speech, where they went full kind of fascist with her, and give her that kind of charismatic speech like she always gives, but make it come much more, darker. where Drogon is in the courtyard behind her, and he spreads her wings, and we see her with the wings like a dragon. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
One thing before Jon kills Daenerys, and I don't necessarily want Jon to have to fight Grey Worm or anyone before he goes to Daenerys, because I do like kind of her not knowing that it's coming. I don't know. It's tough to say. But I like to imagine that Jon himself doesn't even know what he's going to do in that moment. But I was watching with my family, and my dad said, "Oh, Drogon is going to try and stop him, and he's going to breathe fire on him, and he's going to survive because he's a Targaryen." And I really did like that idea.
We gotta do something about Russia.
Gotta do something about Russia.
Which is battlefields.
At the Ghost of Battlefield. And what do you propose we do?
I don't know.
Okay, let's look at the score. It's Russia, then Japan, then International Man of Mystery, Essence Fluff. And then way down at the bottom, it's you and I. And Aztec. Okay, I'll start building a military. I have no chance of winning, and I did say I was going full military revenge. It's easier now that it's not someone we're talking to. So I will start building up a military to throw against Russia. Hopefully that will slow them down. Oh, Aztecs complained to me because I settled too close. Because they only have that one country, one city. Okay, one military coming right up.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, what?
I'll do it that way. I'm just looking at what my options were.
Okay, and he's going to do it that way. Much like the great philosopher, one of the Backstreet Boys.
I do want to do it that way. Or
Tell me
I want it
why.
that way. I want it that way. I mean,
You both work.
okay. I guess. Ooh, I get to do this.
So in other TV news this week, I don't know what anyone else is talking about other than Game of Thrones. It swept the TV news. But I did notice HBO very worried we would stop watching them with the end of Thrones. Show that had twice. With every ending comes a new beginning. With some trailers for their new shows. Did you?
Sorry, I'm missing what you're saying.
Is there an issue with?
Yeah, you just started cutting out all of a sudden.
Oh, okay. Let me try again. But did you catch that commercial about the new HBO shows that are coming out that ran desperately around Game of Thrones?
Totally did, and thought it was hilarious.
Definitely. So did any of them pique your attention?
Well, I'm really interested in the one that Danny McBride and John Goodman and Adam Devine are in.
Right, and that's I think it's the Righteous gemstones, something.
Yeah, I don't know. Of course, I'd be really into that one, but still, that one's the one I'm most excited for.
That really looks good. I agree. Very funny. Excited to check that one out. If you haven't seen it, it seems to be a parody of those kind of the mega church industry. Three generations of family running it. John Goodman as the patriarch, Danny McBride, and then Adam Bean as Scott said. I'm also interested in Watchmen.
Yeah, I didn't. I kind of missed that one.
So I believe it's not. They're not trying to do the Watchmen, the comic, or the story that the movie tried to do. It's a take on. It's basically the Watchmen universe now. And some, the costuming, kind of the, how people are looking, and also the politics of today, and what Watchmen could say about it. I'm very excited to see what they do. I did read the comic book in preparation for the movie. Movie was okay, but I think it's one of those things like Game of Thrones that will better adapt into a TV show than a. Although we could also end up in a Westworld kind of a area where Westworld is good, but it takes a long time. So I'm hoping we get more to it, more to the thesis with Watchmen.
Sorry, I'm just picking where to put my next city.
I see.
There's not that many places.
No, it's almost like you should stop settling new cities.
No, because all the places are on the other side of you.
Can't help it.
That's just the new territory. And I can't go. I'm not going to go that way unless I have a way to go through. So now I have to build this way, and that's where I'm building. I'm settling here. I don't give a shit. Take it or leave it.
I don't know. I don't understand this rush to cities. Specialize in. Specialize in.
Oh shit.
Oh shit is right. Oh, we have no shot against Russia.
That's what I mean.
I'm working on it, but I just sent my spy there, and their tech is off. This is exact. Remember how I accused him of being? He came to help us, and then he turned out to be the big villain of the game.
I know. That's what I even said that after the in silence, in secret, because I didn't want to say that necessarily on the stream. But I was thinking that the whole entire time, going, "Oh man, we're gonna have to team up and go against him at the end if we want any of us want to win."
But we still are not gonna have a chance.
Yeah, we are.
Are you gonna kind of give him the old hug, assassinate?
No.
New government available. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Well, I guess I'm a theocracy now. No, I gotta change it. The government's. No, I can't change it. Ark. So someone who doesn't even have his own religion.
Ah.
Now gonna be a theocracy.
Look at Alex's land. He's got a good amount.
Oh.
Jealous of all these.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
So you keep telling me.
Yeah, because I still don't. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna send a trade route.
Where's the governor one? I have to just click on that governor, reassign. Which city is it? Lark. Assign. Perfect. Next turn.
It's gonna be definitely short of my standard age. Fall into a dark age. Not good, not good. But we'll see what I can do to shut down Russia.
All right. So we got next turn coming.
What?
I was 4 points away from my golden
From what?
from a golden age.
Uh,
I know.
At least you have a standard age. You're not stuck in the dark times like
Oh
me.
no, this is it here. Oh no, but I didn't get it. Oh no, I can get it during this turn. If there's anything. Oh. I don't think so though.
At the Simon Boulevard. Five short of my standard age. But yeah, military is the way I am going.
Yeah, I'm just buying. I've been buying land in the, near around the new city that I just built to make sure that I guarantee that nobody's gonna take this land around me.
Well, this land is your land. Where is this new city you built?
Nipper. It's by in between China and Russia.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do not see it. Let's see. Okay. Well, I'm getting ready. Still a while, but in the next 100 or so turns, which there's only 130 left, but in the next 30 or so turns, we'll see at least an attempted invasion. Maybe it'll be doomed, but should slow them down.
Well, have you not noticed I've been slingshotting myself in science?
No, I haven't been checking out there.
Yeah, like I'm now in third place. I'm making 101 science per turn. He's making 142.9 per turn, but I'm going to catch up to him.
It's probably much bigger.
I think I'm going to beat him.
But the bigger size slows down your science and your culture a little bit. So
Yeah, I know, but I'm okay. I've got this set. I'm working towards
Okay.
science. This is why I've been making science like crazy.
excellent. Excited to see where we go with.
Oh shit, I forgot to hit next turn. Oh, it doesn't matter. Essence still hasn't gone. So I don't feel so bad. Perfect.
as always, our animal companions. I'm very excited to be part of this stream.
Ooh, Montezuma has denounced me. I don't like that.
Well, making a Dark Age dedication. Pretty sad.
Continue in the normal age.
And I do have 4 trade routes now, so I'll do find the coinage. And we'll get some gunpowder going.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And my catapult is on its way up. Do I have city-states? Valletta. They're military. Where are they?
Oh, as far as I can go that way.
Oh, there.
There's a lot of land that way. See, it's worth me going that way.
I don't know which way you're talking about.
South.
Oh. I see.
Like south from Lark.
Yeah, it's true.
Going down
that quarter.
Down that quarter, because that seems to be some free land, and like I can't. The only way to go through there now is to destroy Fortaleza and continue my march.
Right. And while I plan to attack Russia, I plan to attack them through the old Aztec.
I'm gonna see what.
Just because that kind of connects to me.
Okay, 5 turns. They denounced me. I feel like I should be allowed to attack them right away. Be like, yeah, fuck you.
No, I think you have to denounce them to be able to attack. Are you going to attack them?
I'm going to attack them. They only have one little
5 turns?
They have one little city.
Oh, you're talking about Aztecs.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm thinking about Russia.
No, I'm thinking about...
I have a bigger dream. Kabul declared war on China.
I'm gonna catch up in science, though.
Fantastic.
I am. That's the goal.
And I get a governor tile.
Fuck. I'm messed up.
Okay. Promoted my military guy again. Should be able to do a lot defensively with him now. And I have a great general here that provides 1 + 2 loyalty per turn, but I don't have any threats loyalty-wise. I'm gonna wait to see until after my invasion starts.
I don't know what religion to go with, but I'm gonna go with the Pisces one.
The Pisces religion.
No, I'm just gonna go with a real religion this time.
Okay.
Or no, nah. We're gonna go with this bull, and we're gonna call it bullshitism.
Bullshitism. It's very inspiring.
I feel like a lot of people would want to join that religion.
And he's chosen, instead of Pisces, he's chosen Tauros. Taurus. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Alright, perfect.
And I've got a spy set up here now, also in Russian. Russian Aztec. So still don't have full military, of course, but I'm working on it.
Oh no, I'm gonna run out of time.
End of time for the Stonerds.
Alright, where's my settler? He's gonna be coming around pretty soon. Yeah, it's not seeming like it's so bad to settle here now.
It's not, sorry, I had some audio issue there. It's not seeming what?
Like it's so bad to settle there.
Uh, yeah, also good plan to take over Aztecs, get them out. Oops, I accidentally used Simon Bolivar after all. So, now that Game of Thrones is over, going forward in the week on our Wednesday stream, what are we going to talk about?
Oh, I know, eh? That's what's
Absolutely.
scary. It's scary. I feel like we're out of content now.
Out of content, end of the Stonerds.
I
A bunch of
there's
people
nothing left
sadly
to stream about. What's there to live about, really?
It's true. It's true. I guess we're kind of actually lucky that a lot of people didn't like this final season.
I know.
So we'd probably see a lot more depression if it had been fantastic. And now war's over.
So good thing. Good thing.
It really did us all a favor.
All of us a favor by being shitty.
I don't know if I would say they were shitty.
All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
2 seconds. The timer's on, so it's only 1 minute and 43 seconds left. And it should be back by now. It's the lamest joke I've ever made on this. Good night, everyone. Okay, so there's still those extra mysterious spin-offs we have to theorize about. I do like the idea of the Arya Stark across the sea. I also wonder if we will see all of them in the past, or if we might see some more future of Westeros. Not just immediate future, but maybe we could see, say, 5 years down the line. Not 5 years, sorry, say, 100 years down the line. So we have maybe a little more industrial, since we're playing Civilization, maybe a little bit more industrialization come into the world. Or maybe, the dragons are back and have a problem. So a lot of a lot of places to go with it.
All right, I'm back.
No kidding.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're still waiting for Essence anyways. Perfect. You did warn me that Essence did take some time.
Yeah. Yep. Don't know what to say here. I feel like I've been thrown under the on live streaming.
I take a long time too, so like.
I'm just lucky. You'll likely never hear this.
It was more so that you warned him that warned me that he's a lot like me.
All right, I can build another trader, which I will do. So you need money to have a good army.
Do you?
Absolutely.
What do I need to build? Campus, obviously. Yes, build the campus there. Choose production. A
I'm gonna
campus.
start stealing technology boosts from Russia.
New government. What new government can I go with? Mari Monarch.
Democracy? No.
I'm good. I can fill in new policies a lot. Let's choose great scientists. Confirm. Okay, so I got some time. I'm gonna
All right.
try to. Yeah, I figured that was what was gonna happen. A unit needs orders.
You're gonna try to what? Those weird start and start.
I just want to make. Oh no, shit! He already finished. I was gonna try to do some trading and shit like that, but.
I see.
Yeah. It's all good. I didn't actually. I was gonna waste some time, is all.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Trade is a waste of time, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Hear you loud and clear.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna start building a crossbowman. Maybe looks like 20 turns will be when I declare war on Russia. Still a while off, but I'll be happy with my military then.
Apparently been working towards chemistry. I totally forgot about it.
Better living through chemistry. That gives you a research lab, right?
I don't need to go to chemistry though. Right
Oh.
now. Like that's kind of ballsy.
Oh yeah, I said 19 turns till I go to war, but no, I'm really basing it on when I get my encampment, and that's gonna get sped up as my city grows.
Yeah, I'm just gonna work towards the research lab, because once I get research labs, then I'm pounding out science.
Always a good idea to have like a wind condition in sight and work towards that.
Well, it's because I've been working towards commerce and science. So all my cities have like are trying to build campuses and financial districts.
Oh.
Fuck. That was a big loss.
What happened? Really letting this
what happened there? I thought I was building something else.
Oh.
Not that. Okay, whatever. Choose production. That is so weird. Seems like that was a glitch. But maybe not. I don't know what to build now.
Apologies for the squeaks.
Squeak squeaking, squeak squeaking, squeak squeakers.
I don't know what to do. I just can't get rid of the mice over here. They're everywhere. Oh, that's another one now.
Did I just, like, was the problem that I built something on...
I don't understand because you haven't actually
Oxford University, but Oxford University never got built.
Oh, okay.
So that's what's freaking me out. It never said that Oxford University was built, but I could never...
There's no longer there, and now you can't build it anymore?
Correct.
It does sound like someone's built it. List of reports.
Alright. It doesn't matter.
No.
So I'm almost at research stations.
Oh, Peter has finished building the world wonder Oxford University.
Damn it.
So, Russia.
That's who I thought it was. Fuck.
Does make sense. build another thing, so I think that's catapults. Okay. Well, it's coming down to a science race for you two.
Yeah, I feel like he's at 42 though now because I gave him a huge bump. But still, I feel like I can catch up. I'm not that far behind.
Right.
I just needed to grow, and now I can grow, so.
Meanwhile, I'm getting more and more scared to do my war against Russia because now I'm thinking they're going to have the planes.
Oh, I almost can have planes.
Exactly. I know about where they are in the tech tree. And my knights and catapults are going to look pretty foolish. And so I'll at least be able to turn my catapult into a bombard. Anyways, we'll see how it goes.
Definitely see how it goes.
No other way to see. I had someone tell me that the long was going to be an alternate timeline where the Night King. But
That'd be cool.
It would. I don't think that's what we're going to see.
And for anybody who heard that being chopped out because it kind of was a little choppy there, it was that the Night King would, that the Long Night HBO show would be alternate university. Alternate. I'm going with that. Alternate university. An alternate universe for.
I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all for Game of Thrones.
No.
It feels like it's not built in, but I did think this was going to be the case for the Marvel universe after of Endgame. I did think we might rejoin a different universe. You know, the one in which Thanos left, but they took the Infinity Stones, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, there's places it works. I'd argue places it.
I'm trying to figure out what to build right now. Campus. No, it's going to be too many turns. Better off building. Actually, no, campus would probably be better. Perfect. +2 there.
But, as you know, I'm a big fan of another podcast, Pod Save America. And at the end of their most recent episode, they just stayed on to talk about Game of Thrones. And it really is like, oh, what are people going to talk about afterward?
Yeah. Yay. You went blank.
What?
Hello, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Alright. Oh, yeah, he does have airplanes. Well, he's got airports, at least, built.
Oh, so then definitely he has planes.
No, he doesn't have planes. I can see 04 right now.
Yeah, but they could be anywhere. They're going to be in the airport.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see how this goes.
Oh, Russia's mad at me too.
Who isn't? I don't like you either.
Why are they mad at me? Is there? How do I see what the reason is?
It should have said, right? Their agenda is to westernize her, friendly to civilizations that are ahead of them in science and culture, just like civilizations that are lacking in science and culture. I don't have the other thing for their other agenda.
I don't know what then.
Me neither.
I'm kind of scared.
You should be. You should be. This is not going good for the Stonerds. What stream was that we did that didn't go? We did one that we won. Oh, the first one ever we did. Are really in that kind of position. You might slingshot up with science. Maybe special guest Essence has something up his sleeve, but it's not looking good against dear old Russia.
I got a scratch.
All right. So what are we thinking? Um,
Alright, send envoy. I get to send an envoy.
all right.
That puts me there. I'm that. I'm that. Alright. China is trying to go for that, so I gotta put one there. Perfect. Now I'm making 136 per turn. 138 per turn, it says on here. I'm catching
Science?
That. Yep.
Fantastic. Purchasing a unit.
Oh, it's waiting for you. For once.
Finally. For once. Military's starting to come together, have more units to control. Slows down as you would expect. Okay, come on, bombard. So I don't think I spoke at all about what I'm smoking.
Yeah.
And it is an old throwback for me. You might remember it from many a stream. Green candy.
The green candy.
really good Steve up. I do find if I overdo it with it, I get the spins a little bit, but keeps you awake, keeps you focused. Can't ask for more.
I don't know what to do right now. I'm kind of nervous. Just tiding the.
What are you nervous about, my friend?
Oh, next turn. All right. Russia.
Oh, yeah, I am worried about them as well. Hopefully, their AI will be stupid enough. This is often the case. I'm gonna have a substantial military, so just gotta be careful. They might really out-tech it though.
Russia's getting more science points. They're gonna get Albert Einstein. Shit. I need research stations.
Stat.
And I still need money too.
It's my turn. There's one niter. Luckily, I'm about to get one. Aha, I got my first bombard.
Where's this? Build sewer there.
And my second bombard ready. Okay, it looks like next I'll be getting ballistic. Archer's upgraded. We can do this.
Fuck, I don't know what to do. I guess bank. This is Gonna clear that rainforest. Oh yeah.
Wow. Luckily, it's not Gathering Storm. Also, try not to sing a cherry song about clearing rainforests. I just picture all the lumberjacks. And they're now just gonna clear that rainforest.
Oh yeah. Clear that rainforest.
That's...
Hooray. Smoke weed every day. Hooray.
I don't love it. I don't. Why did our slogan make it into the rainforest?
That's not our slogan. We just
our slogan
say,
as well.
We
can
it.
share it. Share it.
We just like to say it. Alright. Next turn. What am I gonna do? Scary.
Peter is finished. Big Ben. My knowledge of rifling increased. That's good. Turns still till my encampment is done that overlooks land. So what I like to do if I'm attacking my neighbor, build an encampment that's like overlooked. Oh, I stole a boost for chemistry. Fantastic. Now I can get a promoter. You're a linguist.
Okay, it just has to be your friend for some reason. I keep forgetting about it for us.
Okay, now we're friends. And do you want to be allies as well?
Yes.
Alliances. What kind of allies do you think?
What can I offer you? I can't offer you research, so anything else, I guess.
Okay. Let's do cultural. That way, if you grow down next to me, we won't have to worry about loyalty from each other. Okay, and I'll make alliance with Essence as well.
Oh my god, they won't give me shit back.
What?
Except, okay. Whatever. I'm collecting gold. I like me some gold.
Good stuff.
Does not want to accept my friendship. I'm really scared about that. Although I know he's not.
Okay. My army is actually starting to shape up. I might not wait as long as I said I would.
Okay.
Oh, Montezuma denounced me.
Hey, he denounced me a long time ago. He ain't shit.
He's gonna rebel in 37 turns. So that's good news.
Alright, let's get some era points.
It's almost like you're saying, like aeroplan points, air miles.
That's what I am saying. I need money.
Well, I thought you were going for a lot of commercial hubs.
I need the money.
I thought you were going for commercial hubs, though, so you should have it.
I know, but it's still. I spend it too fast. Like
Oh, I see.
no matter how much I'm getting in, I'm spending it too fast.
I understand.
Like, that's currently my problem right now.
Right. It's very difficult.
Alright. Yeah.
So,
I'm liking my little country, though.
That's good.
I've got Toronto in the way, but who knows? Alex has been putting a lot into it, but I might disappear.
Yeah, oh, it's 18 there. I see. Yeah, Very difficult. Take that away. And I don't think worth it. I don't think worth it.
But it's in my way. It makes my country not so nice. It makes it have to be like such a big long travel to get to my country. I don't like that. My people don't like that.
I see.
Yay, finally he's accepted my friendship. And then I'll make a pact with him.
Oh. Pact.
Like an alliance, whatever, you know. He's at 192 per turn, I'm at 141 per turn, so shit, he's still going too fast.
Well, hopefully we can fix that soon. Another bombard. All it would take is to take one city with like a science district to knock him down.
There we go. Alright, whatever gets me there.
So we're coming up to the end of the stream in the next 10 minutes or so. Why don't you let us know
I've
what's
totally
coming up?
zoned out. We're coming to the end of the stream.
Yep.
We're just gonna make, I guess, our last plans here and then call it an end. Maybe we'll call it at the end of the next turn.
The end of the next turn.
3 minutes.
Perfect. So we'll be getting ready to wind down, but you can, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can probably see it all together. But you can check us out Wednesday, 4:20 Pacific time. When we'll probably be hopefully finishing up this game, although maybe not quite yet. But if you're interested in playing, friend us on Steam. You can find us at the Stonerds. If you're having troubles, send us an email. Talk to us in the chat. Send us an email, info@thestoners.com. And jump in, play one of these other nations. Take over Russia and crush us all. We don't care. So, yeah. And any thoughts as we wind down the stream, Buddy Scott?
No, I'm really sad. I feel like I gotta do something big, but I don't have the means to do it yet.
I think that definitely in the Wednesday night stream, you're gonna see a serious confrontation between myself and Russia.
Well, Russia and I are like still neck and neck. Like now I'm 24 great science points to 25. I'm not that far behind them when it comes to Albert Einstein. And I'm going to buy Albert Einstein. Like, I'm saving up from now till whenever that turn is to buy Albert Einstein.
So we'll see a competition, like I say, and then hopefully with my just full frontal attack, it'll be distracting enough to slow them down and allow one of the other human players.
My alliance with China ended. I gotta
just run it.
Sweet. I don't think I can hear you anymore.
Hello, test 1 2. Can you hear me?
If
not, this is a good time to wind up the stream.
No, that's after this turn.
Yeah, well, but so you can hear me.
I can.
I was just saying, ending as we came in on a technical difficulty.
seems like that's about it for me on this one.
Hey, who's the host? Is it me?
No, it's me.
No, it's you. Save it up. Now we can all save, but still.
I'm catching up though. He's only at 44 technologies researched. I'm at 36, but it's because I've been picking off the big ones and trying to.
Oh yeah, that makes a big difference.
Leapfrog myself ahead. Because I know that now it's a different battle.
Seriously though, my army is going to be ready very soon. And it will be like a pretty good assault. He should lose his first city very quickly. And then the second one already has the science. So you start taking those away from him. Plus he has to change course and start building military units.
Like, now that I got chemistry, there's nothing big for science for me to get.
So, tune in Wednesday, 4:20 Pacific time for the thrilling continuation of the Stonerds play Civilization, Rise and Fall. And on behalf of us all here at the Stonerds, can you hear me?
Smoke weed every day! I'm just gonna wait till this goes, because I didn't do anything and it's still there. Oh, it's been on the intro screen. Oh my god, I don't think we've been...
Oh.
It's just been me there. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. What are we doing here?
This is all live right now.
Wow. Well, I did say we opened and ended on a technical difficulty.
It's all the technical difficulty.
Yep, the full thing technical difficulty.
Not the full thing, I just don't know how long.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, smoke weed every day. Or not. We're not a good example for it anymore.
I should go and I should have been on the stream.